Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. I'm back in the AC room. I tried it. I literally tried it for a couple minutes. I could not take it out there. Now, some of you said, why don't you use a fan, Chris? Well, the fan actually is like right here and sometimes here. And it when I put the earphones on, I can hear it. It's like buzzing. It's worse than the AC, much worse. So that's why I turn it off. And plus the light that's really hot as well. That just adds to the heat. So here I am, very junk lighting. You see my closet, in the AC room. But I thought. I'd rather talk in here because there's a lot to talk about, and I want to talk starting with Chris Dawson's Justice League fan cut. He's going to release possibly allegedly at the end of this month. He released an absolutely incredible trailer for his Justice League Black Suit edition. It is it's phenomenal. I put the link in the description below. Please go and watch that, share that. It is phenomenal. I mean, the way he cut the trailer is like professionally made. Oh man, the music is awesome. You've got Superman. Superman in the not only did he edit out and put it in the black suit, he got his flight 2.0. He's got him looking up and Steppenwolf looking up at him. He pummels. He even has CGI the shot where he destroys a parademon on his way down. It's a magnificent. I can't wait to see the movie. And just the way he was able to take the red out of the history of Steppenwolf scene and color corrected. This is like pro stuff, man. This is incredible stuff. Not to downplay anybody who has done it, the fan cuts. I can't say much about it because I haven't done one. I suck at that. I'm an amateur in this kind of stuff. But these guys are pros, and I want to thank each and every one of you for going out of your way and doing this, because it gives us a little bit, bits and pieces of what Snyder Cut would possibly be, but at the same time, give us an enjoyable experience that seemed to be missing from the actual Justice League theatrical cut. That a lot of that stuff took away from that magic, and so I'm so thankful for these people who did it. Chris Dawson's. This is one I am truly looking forward to, including the AB director version. I'm looking forward to that one as well. But this one looks like something else. It's something special, something completely different than other fan cuts have done, fan editions have done. You just gotta check it out. Check it out and get back to it. The next thing I want to talk about is that Shiraz Ferrucci and his relatives were able to actually get an interview with Jay Oliva. So Jay Oliva went on Comic Book Debate and actually talked with the Ferrucci brothers and his cousin, I think, and revealed not too much, nothing that he cannot really say because of NDA in terms of regards to Justice League and stuff. But he's revealed a lot about himself, his career. It's very long. It's about 2 hour plus. It's a great interview, and Jay Oliva reveals a lot. And he even talks into lengths about the Snyder Cut movement and about the Wall Street Journal. I won't put too much into this because I want you guys to go and listen to it. The link's in the description below on YouTube. I think it's also on SoundCloud. I'm not sure. But there was a few tidbits about the Batman and how the Batman script and calling out some people on Twitter, things like that. But the one thing that was really cool is that his revealed that what he had intended for the Justice League final battle was different from what we saw in theatrical. We knew that, but in this tape it confirms that it doesn't even, because we heard sometimes that it was along the same route. But of course, he also confirmed there was no Russian family. That's out. That wasn't part of it. Superman did a lot more in the what we can call the Snyder Cut of Justice League, and that's something we're really excited. He really gave it all. He did his he kind of compared to how in Justice League the animated, where Superman unleashed. I think you guys probably seen that GIF by now, but or the clip. Just look it up. Justice League animated, and he takes out Darkseid. Superman versus Darkseid. He totally takes him out. He's like holding back this whole time. The world is like cardboard. So he goes out and he really punches Darkseid. And so he wanted to bring that element into Justice League. Have Superman versus Steppenwolf, and it didn't really. It had bits and pieces of it, but he wanted to show more stronger and faster. We've had some of that, but I really was pretty sure there was a lot more there that we didn't get to see, and hopefully we will get to see. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But it's incredible just to hear that, and your mind just goes wild on what should have happened, could have happened, using anime as action pieces for Man of Steel and things like that. I mean, I can't wait to if Snyder Cut ever comes out. That's going to be some incredible. That's the one we're looking for, right? That's the one thing that Jeff Johns was hinting about, that you have, get ready to revise that list. We haven't seen it yet. We want to see that revised, and I bet it's in the Snyder Cut how Superman just pummels Steppenwolf. I want to see that. I can't wait to see that if it ever comes out. And J. Oliva talks about the Batman I have mentioned before with the Ben Affleck thing. And there was a lot of different rumors going around. There was about the Batman, and there was a certain rumor that Revenge of the Fans podcast had released that one of the people who was in the trying out for the Batman, a younger version of Batman, is no other than Noah Centineo. He was in that, I can't remember now, that Netflix romance comedy that came out with that Korean girl. I forgot what it was called, but I watched, because my wife wanted to watch it, so I did watch that film. It was okay, but he was in that. He was the main lead in that. He's 22, I believe, so it's nothing like the 30s age that we've thought Matt Reeves, or there have been reports that Matt Reeves want to look into. I could see him being a small younger take of the Batman. Who knows? But anyway, that was in there. Apparently Noah Centineo said he was on a Warner Brothers lab for a fitting, and then he deleted it or something. So he dropped a hint about that. Now, it could be anything. It literally could be anything. Warner Brothers is a giant lot. They could be casting for, I don't know, what other movies. There's so other than a DC camera. But interesting that he says a fitting. Fitting insinuates costume or something. And now it doesn't have to be a Batman. It could be something else entirely. It could be Robin. I don't know. But it could be anything. But it's just that I'm just reporting in what RevengeOfTheFans.com has put up. The potential Batman actor Noah Centineo drops hint about a fitting at Warner Brothers. But guess who is out and about, though? Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, he's been out and about. There's going to be a lot of pictures of him. One where he looks like he's holding a bunch of paper at Warner Brothers. What people are saying is a script. It could be a contract. It could just be a bunch of Xerox paper. Who knows? But maybe he's printing flyers. I don't know. But he had a bunch of papers, and people were wondering if it's a script. He was reported that it might have gotten a script. For what? Who knows? But today is interesting because a lot of days he's with a jacket or something slumped over. You can kind of see his belly and things like that. I got one too. Dad bod, whatever. But he is thick today, man. I mean, he is bulked up. He looks like he's been lifting for a while, or getting back into it. Muscle memory, whatever you call it, but he's huge. I dare to say, I don't know, he's like bat ready. He is big, he is thick, and that is interesting for him to come out like that now, full of confidence. He's like out there, he's smiling, he's happy, and after tinfoil edition, if he actually got the script for the Batman, is he getting ready for the role? His muscle memory is coming back as he's working out and something like that. I don't know. I don't know, but that's what's exciting people today. Is Bat Flick getting bat ready? Is that what's going on here, or he's just showing off? He's got the smallest shirt, making it real tight to show his physical form. Who knows? Maybe he's just doing it for his girlfriend. I don't know, but he looks interest. It is interesting to be on this, to have him looking like that. And there are a lot of things from like Lord Paulus, and people are saying that this week there should be some big news, or it's going to be fun. Of course, Venom's coming out, so it could be about that. But there's going to be some things going on. And guess what is this weekend? In fact, New York Comic Con is this weekend. Is anything going to be revealed there? I don't know, but it is interesting that they all said the first week of October, and it just so happens to be New York Comic Con. Tinfoil hat for you on that. Now, we're going to get into a little bit. Release of Snyder Cut has got a new phase in this campaign to have Warner Brothers to either come out and say that there's a Snyder Cut, officially from Toby Emmerich or, Walter Hamada or Kevin Tsujihara. Probably right now it's more Toby Emmerich from what I've heard, from what we've heard. And so we're going to do these phone calls to Warner Brothers. They're arranging, Vinod 7 Chris, Dr. Chris and Fiona is arranging it. So check out the Twitter. I may put the tweet in the description there, so if you want to go ahead and put in a time slot. Apparently we're like 2 people will call every hour or something like that. The specifics will be in the tweet, but go ahead and check it out. It's the old-fashioned way, and the goal here is so that Warner Brothers realizes that we're not just some Russian bots. We're not that I want to get involved in the Star Wars things going on right now, but we're not some bots. We're not some computers. We're actual people. They got our letters now. They got our artwork and things like that. And now maybe we'll add some phone calls to it. It just reminds me of back when Jason Todd, where you had to dial in and is Jason Todd going to die or live? And everybody voted for him to die, Good old-fashioned calling. Now, they're not going to be trying to angry. I did put in a time slot for, I think, October 19th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm used to calling people. I've cold call. I've been a salesperson, so I've been cold calling and I've called things for make appointments. So I'm gonna see if I can get in Toby Emmerich. Who knows? I don't know if any of that's gonna happen, but it's gonna be interesting to do this. It's gonna be fun. And I hopefully everybody will also be cordial about it. These people are just working 9-to-5 jobs. People who are answering the guardians, as you will. But if you can at least get to the voicemail of Toby Emmerich, Kevin, or Walter, whoever you're choosing, I'd say Toby would be better. Then that's a win. At least get it on a voicemail or something like that. So, or at least they record it as like, oh, this guy's asking Snyder Cut. This lady's asking for a Snyder Cut. These people, asking for the Snyder Cut. So, and just gets us involved once again, putting it out on tweets, Twitter, just getting it active and talked about again, which we are constantly, really. I think it's a good thing for us. I think it's great. Fiona's back, people. Fiona's back. But what does this actually mean for the Zack Snyder Cut? Who knows? I mean, I hope something really comes out. Nobody has really said that it's going to come out soon. It seems like we're going back to what Zack Snyder said in terms of patience. And if you want to put your tinfoil hat on, I won't do it yet, but I'm going to get it ready. So if you want to put your tinfoil hat on, you're looking at the Vero posts. It may mean nothing to the normal guy, to the normal person, all right? Reminiscing about the Batman. Yeah, reminiscing about the Batman. So he's looking at Richard Strachon. We already talked about that. Then his next one is about the Italian artist studies the Mahabharata for 5 years. So he's interested in that story where someone took a long time to get their epic art piece out. Sure, it's no big deal, right? So it's cool. People do that. They're fully into other stuff. And then his latest picture was about him working out. Now, we've seen this type before. He's working out. He's got his JPL shirt today in the gym, and he's working out. And someone asked, "What are you working on?" And he says, "Back." He's working on his back, which is true, because that is a form of motion to work your back. I do that sometimes. But free weights really suck. But he does that, and so no big deal. But if you want to have fun with this, I'd encourage you to do so if you're into that. If you're not into that, bye-bye. That's it for today. But if you're into the whole tinfoil edition of this segment, Richard, Batman, that's the ending. We already talked about that's around the ending of the Justice League. What I find interesting is that the article that he mentions says, and he just quotes epic, it says, Italian artist studies the Mahabharata for 5 years, takes 12 years to fully paint it. You read it, it's no big deal. Okay. So, but it is almost a sign or a message of patience. Like it takes a while for something to fully come to fruition. It took this guy 5 years. He studied for 5 years and took 12 years to fully paint it. What if Zack Snyder is telling us to be patient? This is a message of patience. You want the Snyder cut? Well, have a little patience. It's going to take time, and once that time has been spent, you're going to get something epic. And when you look at a Zack working on his, working out, it says JPL shirt. I can't help but notice the J and the L in there. Of course, there's a P, and it's for Jet Propulsion Laboratories. Sure. But what if, with the tinfoil hat on, of course, that he really is insinuating that he has the JL shirt today, and he's working on it. Working on it. And a friend of mine also mentioned that he said when someone asked him, "What are you working on?" and he says, "Back." Zack's back. That, you guys, is what we call the tinfoil hat segment of this edition, this video. So anyway, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.